Hello, Louisiana Beer Reviews. We are looking at a classic, and this is a revisit. And I think I could revisit this beer every year. This is Dogfish Head Craft Brewery's 90-minute India Pale Ale, Imperial India Pale Ale. This is a 19.2 ounce, as they call them, stovepipe can. And I bought this at Circle K. This is one of the world's top rated beers, and you can buy it at the gas station. Okay, it was like $2.99 or $2.79, something like that. So I was watching a video from the website, and they don't give the ingredients, which is irritating. Independent craft brewery. Got a good date. The man, Sam Calgione, the founder of the company, still a master brewer there, not the owner now, but he said that back in the mid-90s, around the time I started drinking beer, he really tasting beer. Well, of course I drink it, but he said he watched a guy do a presentation on how to season a soup, and he slowly added the pepper and other seasoning throughout the heating and cooking of the soup, boiling of or whatever, however they prepared it. And the chef claimed that made it have an overall better flavor by slowly adding the spices, instead of people usually just put it all together and then cook it. So he said he was thinking about that, and then in 2001 he had this idea to slowly add hop pellets, not whole cone hops, but hop pellets, into the boil for a 90-minute period. And he got the idea of using an electric football machine. You know, I used to have one of those electric football. It was a metal football field, not artificial turf or grass. But you would plug it in and turn it on, it would shake. It would vibrate very slowly, and the little plastic players would move around on the it was a game that couldn't hold your interest very long, but he used that and propped it up, and he showed he had a plastic bucket of the hop cones, and it shook them into the boil over 90 minutes. Now, obviously, they tested it and they liked it. They thought it was great. So when they started doing mass production of it, common sense would tell us they didn't use an electric football machine. They used some modern equipment to add it to the boil continuously for 90 minutes. But anyway, it's an interesting story. So I'm going to pour it. This thing gets a 100 out of 100 on rate beer, and a 100 out of 100 in the style. So perfect in every way, they're saying. Beer Advocate's given a 95, 9.5 out of 10. 95. World class, they call it. Untapped is giving it, if you bring it into the 100 scale, they're giving it an 81, which would translate to Beer Advocate like about a 91. So the lowest score you're getting is a 91. And I think that's far too low. But anyway, would it be best to have it super fresh? Yes. I don't have the freshest can. You know, it's not canned 2 weeks ago. But it's not old either. And like I said, the best by date is definitely a good deal away. Let's see. Yeah, so we in good shape on it. The best sample you're going to get is freshly prepared for draft. Like you go there and they just had it, they just kegged it, and that 20 minutes ago, and now it's ready, draft. But other than that, you do what you can. So I'm glad Dogfish Head's still prominent in Louisiana. Convenient at the gas station, right? Walmart. A lot of beers that I used to really enjoy, Southern Tier, Great Lakes. Green Flash, well, that's gone pretty much everywhere. But they all disappeared. Santa Fe, gone. well, Bear Republic, that company is gone. It got bought out, but the company that bought them out said they're going to keep making some of their products. But they made a wonderful IPA and just disappeared. Brooklyn is largely gone, although my friend David found Brooklyn 2024 Winter Edition Black Chocolate Stout. Oscar Blues is basically gone from here. Every once in a while you'll run across High Lie from Cigar City, but the rest of their stuff is... So it's a lot of things have changed, and mostly for the negative, but in some positive. I mean, we do get some local craft beers that have Louisiana craft beers that have, to a large extent, chased the competitors off the shelf from out of state, like Sweetwater is gone too. But anyway, and some of the Louisiana ones are good, but that's it. The ones I just named, that was pretty reliable, you know. Harpoon IPA is going. All right, I don't want to sit here and reminisce and get all depressed about it. I wouldn't actually get depressed, but you know what I mean, like irritated about it. It's a sort of a bountiful nose, like you get the bread crust, white bread crust, but the crust will be brown, is what I mean. And little hop oil, it's 90 IBUs, 9% alcohol and 90 bitterness units. That's where it needs to be. Not these things that are 9.9% alcohol with 24 IBUs. And then you look at the side of the can, it says India Pale Ale with natural flavors. I mean, that's what we're getting around here now. I mean, what are we doing? You know, what's happening with this? This is not the way it's supposed to be, in my opinion. All right, taste. Cheers. Is it malty? Yeah. There's almost even like a woody note, but I don't know where that's coming from. Like oaked. And this is not a barrel aged, so that's perplexing. It's got sweetness, but it's not overly done. It's like perfectly balanced. So 3 out of 5 sugar cubes, I would say. It's going to finish dry though. Bitterness. On the scale, it's 90, but in real world, it's 4 out of 5. It's not 5 out of 5 hop cones. Although maybe if I had it a week after it was canned, it might have been, you know, that might have fit. I have to take into account, it may have faded over these weeks, but medium bodied. Let's see here. Get a better look at them. See if you can see the comic books. That's not important, but some people like to look at them, and they told me they like to see them. Come on. Hold on a second. Thing was stuck. Okay, so you see, I put them up in order, like 50 years ago this month, 40 years ago this month, 30, 20, 10 years ago. And then I do the same. But the Hulk, I have so many. It's 60 years ago this month, 50 years ago this month, 40 years ago this month, 30, and so forth. All right, so although there was no 10 years ago this month because they had production problems at that time, and I didn't get any books for 6 months. Didn't get any. It's a magazine, really. I didn't get any for 6 months. I called Marvel Comics. I was like, what's going on? They said, yes, there's a little problem. Probably had some dispute with the writer, or he quit, or he got fired, or the artist, or something. I don't know. But it should be coming in. Your account's still current, and you're gonna get, you know, you're not gonna lose out on the money or anything. So then one day in March it showed up after like 6 months. And then it kept going until they said, The Incredible Hulk has been canceled. Would you like a refund or some other books to be applied, apply your credit to some other comic books that we make. I said, nah, just give me a refund. I think they did this credit back to the credit card. It was only a few dollars left. And then right around the same time, Fantastic Four was canceled. They said, it's been canceled. And then they did the same thing with the credit. And I was like, and then later I think they brought them back, but I don't know if they ever succeed. I said, I'm finished with this, And I never got them again. That was 2015. I hope this doesn't get canceled. Yeah, it tastes different though. It doesn't taste the same. It definitely has a, now remember, it's been on the market 24 years. It definitely has a wood component now, which I can't figure that out. The body's medium, the finish is dry. Let me see something. Let me see something right here. Brewed and canned by Dogfish Head Brewery, Milton, Delaware. Oh, Brewingsville, Pennsylvania. The old Schaefer brewery that they bought. Boston Beer Company bought. Cincinnati, Ohio. I think that's another old regional brewery that they bought. So it's coming from Milton, Delaware, and then a lot of it's coming from Pennsylvania and Ohio. Well. I thought that might be the case. Might have gone down a little bit. It could be in my mind, but I don't remember oak. I remember it being more bright bitterness. But I mean, it's still fantastic. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like, yeah, it's just a gas station beer now. I may as well buy a Busch beer. No, I may as well not. And we get a lot of Louisiana craft beers at Circle K and Kangaroo Express and Shell, what they call Big River, their stores. On the Run, I think. Well, I think On the Run's gone. It got bought by Circle K. They were the Exxon, but that something changed. But you'd be surprised how many craft beers you get at the gas station, and some pretty good ones like this. I mean, others, of course, Elysian's Space Dust, which I guess you could say is not craft beer anymore. That's a nebulous term anyway. It doesn't mean much. Never really did. Some people think it did. It didn't. I think I'm going to go to 92. 9.2 out of 10. It's excellent, but I'm not seeing where it's most excellent. And I'm shocked because I thought, well, of course, it's going to be the bee's knees again, always and every time, just fabulous. But something got me perplexed because I never tried this before when it wasn't at least an A, solid A, or even maybe A plus. I have to go back and review the videos. First time I reviewed it was 2013. It was all, of course, bottled, and it was a bottle version then, 12-ounce bottle. Didn't do the cans then, but now it's the big tall can. So, is there a chance that when they start farming these beers, craft beers, let's call it that, out to macro breweries, that the quality could suffer? I mean, I guess I'm noticing a difference. Do things start to slip? I don't know definitively the answer. You might have an opinion on that. Yeah. But that definitely does not taste like in 2013 or later. This year is something's. This can is 2025. This can is from 2024, but later at least late. I don't know. Got me confused, dazed and confused. So anyway, 9.2. What can you do? Yeah. Got a lot of thinking to do now. I got a lot of things to work out in my head now. All right, so Laissez Le Bon Temps Relais, an excellent beer, but disturbing in some ways. And I'm going to end this review by saying y'all go to Milton, Delaware, or Bringsville, Pennsylvania, or Cincinnati, Ohio, and take a brewery tour.